Hey there guys, it's Kim George here with YourChicGeek.com, and I want to welcome you to a brand spanking new video. So what I figured I would do today is to put together a video really quickly just showing you guys how you can go about using Canva to create books on KDP. Now we're going to be using Canva in conjunction with Creative Fabrica. Now for those of you who don't have an account with Creative Fabrica, I'd highly recommend checking them out. They have millions and millions of different types of fonts, graphics, just all kinds of stuff that you can use to really spruce up your design. Here again, I am still going to be using Canva Pro to do my designs for KDP, but I'm just going to proceed with using it in a different way. I'm going to use mostly free elements and combine them with graphics and things over from Creative Fabrica, and you can still really create some super cute things. And honestly, this is the way that you're really probably supposed to go about it. So let's go ahead and let's dive into the video. Now, first things first is I'm just going to be doing a 6x9 cover for a journal that fits up to 120 pages. Now, when it comes to getting the dimensions correct, I always use tangent templates. This is probably the best tool that I've found and the best resource that I've found that basically helps you easily calculate all of your cover dimensions for the cover for your journal, for the interior, the whole 9 yards. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put in the information based on the journal size that we're going to be creating, which is going to be a 6x9. So we're going to go here and change this to 6x9. I'm going to leave the paperback, leave the cover type as paperback because that is a type of cover type that I want. And then the number of pages I said was going to be 120, so I'm going to keep that. I'm going to keep the paper type as white. And then for the interior option, instead of no bleed, I always like to use bleed on mine. And so the difference is between, as you can see, is that if your design extends to the edge of the pages, then you want to select bleed. I always select that because I always like for my designs to go to the end of the pages. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to click continue. So as you can see, for a paperback book with a 6x9 trim size that has 120 pages with white interior that has bleed, the cover dimensions are as follows. It's going to be 12.52 by 9.25. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to copy 12.52. I'm going to go over to Canva, and then we're going to go ahead and we're going to create a design with these dimensions. So we're going to click create a design, and we're going to do custom size. We're going to change pixels. You always want to change this to inches. I'm going to type in 12.52, and then we're going to put in 9.25 for the height. And then we're going to click create a new design. So what I always like to do whenever I'm creating my covers and my interiors is I go up here to the top and I name them as such. So for this one, we're doing the cover. I will do paperback cover, and then I'll put, the name of the journal. So I'll just put Chest Test Journal KDP. Okay, so I'm over on Creative Fabrica, and this is the cute little boho pattern that I've picked out from Creative Fabrica. Now, the reason that I'm going to be using this is because, and why I love Creative Fabrica, is that you do get commercial and full print-on-demand usage for any of the graphics, the patterns, and things like that that you get from this platform. Now, even with that, you still have to mix things up and combine elements or change things up in a way where it does not look like its normal kind of state, right? Or its normal appearance. So, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and download these 4 boho patterns because this is the pattern that I'm going to use for my cover design. Okay. So once that's finished, we're going to come back and I'm going to go ahead and upload that into Canva. Okay, now I have uploaded the pattern over into Canva. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and pop this on over into my workspace, and I'm going to increase this just a little bit so we can see this a little bit better. And I think this is a beautiful boho pattern. Now there's a couple of things that I'm going to kind of change up to kind of make it my own. Not too much, but just some things that I like to do whenever I'm dealing with these patterns, you know, coming from Creative Fabrica. The first thing that I'm going to do, and this is why I am going to still keep the pro version of Canva, is because I do love the background removal feature. I'm going to remove the actual background from this cover, and I'm going to change up the color to a different kind of black so it doesn't look exactly like this. So all you need to do is hover over your pattern. You're going to click on Edit Image. You're going to go to Background Remover, and this is going to completely remove the background from this cover, which again, I love this feature. It is really helpful and it is time saving. So you see that? So that looks really good. Now, the next thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to change up the color of this background from that starch dark black to just a warmer black. So let's go over here, and I actually like this color right here, which is in my brand's color scheme. So I'm going to change it to this color black. So you see that? All right. Or I could use this one. So either one, I like this a little bit better than the starch black. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this and I'm going to drag this pattern all the way across. Okay. And then actually, no, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take it and I'm going to put it over here, right here. And I'm going to let this just be for the front cover, and I'll do something different on the back. And then I'm going to stretch this all the way down, down, down. And I really like the look of this. I think this is super cute, right? So we have the front cover over here, and then we have the back of the cover. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add a few little elements to kind of dress this up a little bit more and to make this a little bit more unique. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over and I'm going to do dots, small dots. And then I'm going to look for a small little set of dots that I can add to this cover to kind of wake it up just a little bit and add my own little touch. So what I'm going to do is go to See All, and we're only going to be looking for free little cute elements that we can use. The easiest way to find free elements is to basically click on this little sort button right here, and then you can scroll down, and under where it says price, I can't talk today, but under where it says price, you can click between free and pro. So I'm going to just click on free. And then I'm going to click Apply Filters. And like I said, they still have some cute things that you can use that are free. Okay. So I like this right here. I like these little dots. I'm going to drag these onto the pattern, and I'm just going to kind of, you know, place them sporadically throughout it. Make this real small. And then I'll maybe put some right here, and maybe put some right here, and then maybe put some right there. And so it's kind of doing it for me. And then maybe put some right here. Okay, make this a little bit smaller. But these are some of the things that you can do to kind of, you know, make something a little bit more unique, right? Okay, so I kind of like that. Now, the next thing that we're going to do is I'm just going to find a cute pattern to go on the back of this cover. Okay, so I'm just going to use this little dots pattern because it is free. And I love the fact that I can change the color. So I'm going to go ahead and expand this out. And then what I'm going to do is duplicate this and push this up this way, and then duplicate it once more and leave it like that. So you see how Canva has kind of put it, you know, at the bottom and everything for me. And then the last thing I'm going to do is I'm going to change these colors. So we're going to use some of the really pretty colors from kind of from this cover. And there we go. So now we have the front of our journal and we have the back. All right, so the last thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to just put a square on here, and I'm just going to put the word journal on here, right, to denote that it is a journal that we have created. And I also need to make sure, I think this is right. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so let's go ahead and go to Elements. We're going to go to Elements and Shapes, and then we're just going to put this here in the middle. And I love the fact that you can kind of see the lines and things from within Canva because it's going to show it to you. And then I'm going to make this just a little bit bigger, I think. Okay. And then I'm going to change this color, of course, to one of the colors that's in the pattern, or in this pretty pattern. And let's see if we can find it. All right. See, another thing that I do love with using Canva Pro, as you can see, is that it is going to show you some of the colors in the pattern. So you see this? These are all of the colors that are in this pattern. But I don't like any of these colors. So I like this kind of mauve color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go here. I'm going to click on plus. I'm going to click on this little pencil. And then I'm going to hover over this to change it to that color. Okay. And actually, I don't really like that. So let's do that once more. So we're going to go here. We're going to click on this little pencil. And then I'm going to change it actually to this color. I think I might like that. Yeah, I like that a little bit better. And then I can actually kind of make this a little bit lighter, I think. So I'm going to go here and I'm going to drag this to make this a little bit lighter. I like that a lot. All right, last but not least, we're gonna add some text. Now, if you struggle with font combinations and trying to figure out what looks good with what you can do to make this easier on yourself is come over here to text. And then what you can do is come down to where it says font combinations, and Canva has font combinations that are already done for you that make it easy. So for example, I can use this font combination here and just change up the titles and things. But one of my favorite font combinations to use is going to be this one. Okay, this is really simple. And so I'm gonna pop this on over here. All right. So they already have done the spacing and everything for us. And then what you'll need to do and what you can do is you can change up the fonts, right? So I'm going to change this up and I'm going to use maybe Avenor. That's one of my favorites. And then I'm going to change this from the white font to black. Okay. And then for the bottom font, maybe I'll do like a little pretty script font. So I'll do Hello Regular. And I think this is one that I did upload. And then I'm going to change the spacing here from the 200 to 0. Okay. And so then I'm going to change the font color and change that to black as well. And so now what I can do is I'm going to ungroup this because they have this grouped. And then actually, I think I'm going to do this. I'm going to change this around. And I'm going to do something like, if I can type here, my Bailey. And then we'll put journal. All right. Now you can always change the spacing, the font sizes, and everything with Canva really easily, right? So to change up the spacing, you can go here and you can reduce this from the 200 to maybe a 100. Okay. And then we can bring down the font size a little bit more. So I'm going to do that. And then I'll bring down the text, which is here to here. And I think that looks really cute. And then probably the last thing I'll do is put a border around this. Now they have changed the way that you can do borders in here. So what you're gonna have to do is this. With this, I already have this shape, right? So to put a border around this shape, you're gonna click on where it says border style. And then I'm gonna come here and you can actually change up the borders. You can do different things. And so maybe for today, I'll do this, right? So you can change up the border weight. So you can see here that they changed this up just now. So you can change up the border weight. So you can go here to minimize it, or you can go here to the plus to increase it. So I'll leave it as that. And we'll keep this as is. Actually, I'm going to increase this just a little bit more and do maybe a 3. Okay. And I'm actually going to bring this in just a little bit more. And I think that looks really cute. And then the last thing that you can do to even get fancier is you can add like a little bit of an icon or maybe a little graphic at the top if you wanted to do that. But I actually think that this looks good. Now, as far as making sure that everything is centered and stuff on the journal, what you want to do is you want to come back over into Tangent Templates. And this is why I love them, is because they have a print ready cover template that you can download and upload into Canva or your design tool to make sure that everything is straightened and that it looks good. So I'm going to download this as a PNG file. I'm going to come back over into Canva to my cover. I'm going to go to uploads and I'm going to go to upload again. And then we're going to go to downloads and I'm going to download this PNG file or upload this into Canva to make sure that my dimensions are correct. So I'm going to pop this over. I'm going to drag this here. I'm going to drag this out and boom, this looks straight. You see that? Woo! Go Kim, go Kim. Okay, I'm sorry guys. Okay, so guys, we have completed our journal cover within a matter of like 10 minutes. Or not even journal cover. Yeah, but our journal cover for KDP within a matter of like 10 minutes. I'm going to straighten this out just a little bit, and I think this looks really, really cool. So once you're done with your cover, what you'll do is come over to where it says share, and we're going to download this, and we're going to download this as a PDF print file. And we want to make sure that we change this from RGB to CMYK, which it says is best for professional printing. So we're going to download this. And we're going to take a look at it. And once you're done and you're happy with the way that everything looks, you're going to upload this into KDP, okay, along with an interior. So let's take a look at the final cover. Oh, wow. And I think this is really cute. Yay. So this is really, really cute, right? Now, another thing that you can do, just for the sake of time, I want to keep this really short, is if you're looking for ready-made interiors that you can definitely change up and kind of edit and make your own, I do have some interiors available over in the shop. This is one right here that I've created. It's really simple. It's just a floral interior. It does have free graphics and things like that. And you can actually come in here and change up this interior. So really quickly, for example, if you didn't want to use this flower right here, right, you can actually delete this flower. You can come over into Canva and you can type in like flowers. If you wanted to find a flower, you can go to see all right? And then what we want to do is we're going to do the same thing. We're going to come up here. We're going to change this to free, click apply filters, and then you can come in and find a flower of your choice to add to this specific graphic. And I really like this flower. I've used that before. Here's another one that you could add, but I like this one. So you can actually take this and you can kind of put this down over in this section right here to kind of make this a little bit more unique, right? So you can change this and you can come in here. And then you can actually play with the color as well, okay? So if you didn't want this to be the really stark black, you can just come over here and you can change this to like a gray or whatever color it is that you wanted to do. So that's how easy it is to change up these interiors, okay? So I wanted to just show you guys that really quickly. But with these interiors, again, they're ready-made. You can change up the fonts, change up the graphics, all that, upload it into your Canva account, and you are good to go. So I'll put a link below to my shop and then also to this specific interior for that. But that pretty much wraps up this video, guys, on how you can make really cute covers using graphics from over in Creative Fabrica and using free things from Canva, okay? So I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like, share, subscribe, comment, all of that good stuff. And thank you for watching, guys. Bye.